Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Project Highrise. And it's time to allow all these floors to be constructed so I can get on to completing the contracts, building these loft apartments. And also having these apartments moved into will get our apartment residents up. So it looks like I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 open slots. So once those get filled, we should reach the 100 residents that I'm looking for. But I also need to do 4 loft apartments. And it seems like the loft apartments take a lot less time to fill up than these smaller studio apartments do. So it shouldn't take too much time to get that taken care of. And while we wait, I might as well check in with my maintenance crew and make sure everything is being well maintained. Looks like we have to spend quite a bit on that. And once the day is over, I should get more money, so we shouldn't have to worry about that too much. We're just watching all the people come and go. A lot of people coming in through the metro service. I would say that one big downside of this building is the fact that it's so dependent upon this one elevator. Alright, so the economy is returning back to normal. We've just got to pop up. Alright, let's take a look up at the upper floors and see how they're coming along. Well, it looks like we're starting to get some of these floors built in. So, go ahead and take a look at the loft apartments here. Now, we should have everything we need for them. And it looks like if I want to build these, I kind of had a template, I believe, that should work. So, we do 1, 2, and 3. That should work just fine. And then the only thing I really need to do is really connect the utility lines and also get trash services. As a matter of fact, I can have time go while I do that. So trash. I don't know for sure if I have to cover both floors, but just as a test, I'm only going to cover one floor, and I'm going to see if that satisfies the residents. It's going to take a little bit longer to figure out if that satisfies them, just the way the game works. Oh, I don't have enough money to build it right now. Okay, so I'm going to have to wait until the day's over, so we might as well do that, get a bunch of cash. Although, I was only about 10,000, because I have, I think, 2 loans going right now. And they're more expensive loans, so it's going to chop into my revenue a little bit, but not much. I mean, I just gained practically 10,000, and I should only be paying about a little over 1,000 a day, maybe 1,500, if we round that up a little bit. Okay, so I should have enough cash now to get these guys in there. So we've got, I still think it's funny that the bi-level loft, which is a lower level loft that wouldn't give me nearly as much rent, is actually harder to satisfy than the luxury loft, but alright, whatever. And then I do need the utility lines, so go ahead and grab that. And these guys, because it's a luxury apartment, they need pretty much everything. So we're just going to do electricity first. Oop, overdid a little bit, but I overdo it anyway, so why not continue with that trend? And then water and gas. And finally, gas. Oh, again, overdid it. Okay. I think I might as well fast forward here a little bit. So, it looks like I only have 2 construction workers because I demolished my... Didn't I rebuild it? I did rebuild it. So shouldn't I have 4 workers? Where are the other 2 workers? I only see 2. Maybe they're up top? Beats me. I should have 4 workers. Because I have my little construction office, and then I have the expansion construction office. All right. Oh, maybe they're in the elevator or something. I don't know. In any case, go ahead and get more loft apartments here. So we got one here, and another one there. And this is a little overkill, but I'm going to go ahead and fill these out anyway. Oh, wait, I don't have enough money. Looks like it's taking a little while to get them filled out, too. Alright, well, I might as well do the trash services and things if I can't. Actually, I'm going to hold off. I just want to see how these guys feel. If they start complaining about trash services, then I know this setup isn't correct. But if I don't get any complaints, then it looks like we're okay. I probably shouldn't run the coffers completely dry so that we can't afford more trash services if we need it. It's only 50, but I don't want to risk the tenants getting leaving and maybe losing some prestige. All right, so very much almost there. Oh, okay, so we got the more residents. So let's take a look at our next contract. So we've got corporate bigwigs. So this, I need headquarters. Headquarters is going to probably be tough, much like the loft apartment was. It needed a lot of things to fall in place before it was something I could do. But I could stick the offices pretty much the same place the lofts are, so I don't think that's too big of a deal. More commuters, more office workers, but I think at this point I actually have less office workers than I have residents. Accelerated apartments. So they want 150 residents. Well, we just got 100, so no need to go for that. More luxury apartments. And then we have fine restaurants in town, which I might already have done. I think I did gourmet restaurants. I should have a couple. You know what? I'm going to try this one and see what happens. Okay, so I have 3 out of 4 gourmet restaurants, so I only need one more. The only thing is I don't think I have space where one could fit. So I'm going to have to put it up here somewhere. Alright, well, I'll figure it out. Loft apartments will get completed before that gets completed. I do have some money to spend here. So I'll go ahead and set up the... oh, I don't want to do too many. I'm just going to do one. That way I have enough cash to do the services I need to make sure these guys don't freak out on me. So we've got trash services and recycling. And then the utilities. And then we'll have the contract completed. I honestly find this one of the most tedious parts of the game is connecting all of the lines. Because you have to go to a different tab for each of the different utilities. Kind of gets a little bit tedious, but... in the early stage of the game, you only really need one tab, but once you start getting into the luxury apartments and the more upscale rooms, you have to go through all of those tabs, and it gets pretty darn tedious. Oh, there's all my construction workers now. Don't know what they were up to earlier. Okay, so that got completed, which gave me more cash as well. I also do need art galleries, I just realized. Yeah. Because I have an art dealer, I'm assuming. At least I must have one. So we want an art gallery. How big are those? Oh, they're not that big. Maybe I could fit that in with the gourmet restaurant. Or maybe use it as a buffer. Like, put it here and then have the gourmet restaurant here. And then that would be a buffer to this loft apartment. In In any case, let's go ahead and take a look at the contracts again. So corporate bigwigs, I'm probably going to do high-rise living. We already looked at. So really all that's left is the more residents and then the corporate bigwigs. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. And honestly, I guess once we get all the contracts completed, I guess we could call that beating the game. Okay, so gourmet restaurants. It just need one more. It doesn't really care what type. So if I put it there, I'm a little bit concerned about the noise and how big the noise will be. I don't remember where my other gourmet restaurants are. It's actually funny how, like, I'm sure there's somewhere in here. Maybe over here. Yeah. And if I look at their noise and how it spreads, it looks like it does go to, like, mostly one floor. Gets the most affected by it. So I think a buffer will probably do fine. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the art gallery here for 5,000. I'm going to stick that in. Put it like roughly... Put it near the elevator. Okay, whatever. Put it there, and then we could put art on the other side of it or something. There's no... Yeah, there's no requirements for it. So we just put that there. And then gourmet restaurant, which needs a bunch of services, I'm sure. Put that there. Okay. Now, I don't remember what restaurants I have, and I kind of want to have something different. So these are, I think, my gourmet restaurants. So I think that's Indian food. Yeah, I can't remember if these are gourmet restaurants or not. But, okay, so I think this was Indian food. Oops. This is... I think Thai food. And that's Japanese food. So, let me just make sure. Yeah, Indian, Thai, Japanese. So I don't have a French restaurant, for instance. So the French restaurant expects trash and recycling. And they also need electricity, water, and gas. And they'll give me $8.90 per day at best. And then Japanese restaurant was about the same. Thai restaurant's about the same. Seafood restaurant's a lot less. Indian restaurant, about the same. So it looks like French restaurant will be just fine. So I just need to remember electricity, water, gas. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put that in. We'll take this one here. And then do the utilities. So we need electricity, water. I don't know why they don't need a phone. You'd think they would take reservations, but I guess they don't. And then we need trash services. Now, with the size of things, if I'm going to do headquarters, let's say, there's going to be a little bit of noise that crosses over maybe over here, so I do want a little bit of a gap. If you take a look at the headquarters, they're not that big. So I might be able to fit quite a few in here. I want to see exactly how big they are, though. So the only thing that I know for sure how big it is in size as a reference, and this is, again, a part of the game that I wish they would improve. So it looks like it's 10. All right. I wish there was a planning tool as you know, something that they really need to include. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because me having to manually count this stuff is really not good. In any case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it looks like this 3 space here is going to be open, which is kind of like how the other ones were. So with that in mind, I'm going to need to have trash and recycling on this floor. So I guess I can put it on over here, trash, and then I'll put recycling up against the water closet there. That should probably be good. All right. All set up. Then I might as well put in the headquarters while we're thinking about that. So there goes that contract. I'll put one headquarter in. And I don't want to get too carried away with the other headquarters. Oh, I have to put in the other luxury lofts here. So this one should be ready to go now. I might as well put this one in, but I don't think I have the utilities hooked up yet. So we've got electricity, phone, cable. I'm going to check on the utilities here in a little bit because we have been adding on quite a lot of stuff. Make sure that we're not too far in that. So I'm going to have to come all the way down here. I don't see any warnings. I just want to know where we are. So electricity, I've got over 100 for that. Okay, we're good there. Not even at 50% yet. Good on phones. Water. We're good. I think I checked gas. Yeah, okay, so we're good on utilities. Always need to make sure of that. Takes a long time to get up to where we need to be. Okay, so contracts. So we've got more commuters, which is 150, and then we've got 150 residents, and then the high-rise living, which is just luxury, scaling luxury apartments, which I think is probably going to be the last contract that I tackle, because I think it's something that I can easily accomplish with what's already built into the building. But I want to get these other things knocked out first. Probably, though, it'd be a good idea to pair it with, like, accelerated apartments. But the first thing I want to check is just my overall population and what its composition is. So we've got apartments and we've got offices. We've got 100 count for that and 85 for the offices. So getting 150 of both is going to take some doing. Now, technically, I'm building offices right now, but I'm 15 behind on office workers versus apartment dwellers. So that is another thing I have to consider, and I have no idea how many employees will work at a headquarter versus on just a normal office. That's one thing I'm probably going to have to take a look at, is what is the most efficient use there. But I'm going to go ahead and go with more commuters because I'm working on offices right now. We're getting office workers. So I'm going to go ahead and sign this contract. And it does give me 1,500 up front. Okay, so let's now take a look at the HQ itself. So we've got a few different choices. I have a feeling the tech company is not something that we're going to be able to do because we don't have enough technical offices, which I still haven't figured out what counts as technical offices, because the office size below this one is pretty much like needing the same thing. It needs technical offices, but neither medium or small offices seem to count. So I'm very confused with that. Broadcasting studio. Looks like we can already do right now. Except they need helicopter charter services, which I'm just going to put on the roof. Let's take a look at that real quick. So, office services, helicopter. Well, that's not very big of an office, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Okay, well, we can just stick that somewhere. I could stick it next to the restaurant as kind of a buffer. Okay, well, that's one thing that they're looking for. So let's see what else we got. So they're willing to pay me about $1,200, give or take. And otherwise, they need electricity, phone, and cable. Well, they're providing television, so I guess that makes sense that they'd get a cable connection. All right, so government offices. This building needs to contain more legal offices to attract this tenant. So we do have some things that we need to do for that. And we need an executive club. Huh. I haven't seen one of those yet. I'll have to look around at what an executive club is. But otherwise, they're pretty much good to go. Bank headquarters, I'm going to assume more financial offices. They also need an executive club. But otherwise, they'd be ready to go outside of the fact that they need helicopter charter services and they need limousine car services. All right, so let's see. What is this executive club? It's the first time I've seen it mentioned. Not going to be in any of these. Not going to be there. Would it be a service? The executive club. There we go. Executive club. Why isn't it just in the normal services? And they expect health and fitness services. So we need fitness and health services. Okay. This is interesting. This is the first time I've seen it done this way, but, and they need electricity, phone, and cable. All right, so there's the executive thing. And then we also have the fitness and well-being, right? Fitness and health services. Fairly large. I don't know. If that's 5 in size, it should fit. If the one of these other things is 5 in size. So let's say we get the executive, wherever it is. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing, I think. Residential services. This part is a little bit tedious, too. I think they need a better way of executing this in the user interface. Because I hate having to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with this. So, executive club. Looks like it's a little bit bigger than I would need. So I could fit a couple of these on a floor together. I think I'm going to do the, that. Yeah, and I clicked on the wrong one. I think I'm going to do the, fitness and health service in here, though. It's a bummer, though, that I can't fit the two of the things next to each other. And then I have to waste space like that. I could put a small office there, though, and put a financial office in there. But, let's see. And then the next floor, I'll do the executive club. I have to wait until they're done with the floor, though. So, oh, I didn't pay attention. What is that? Health and wellness, fitness, whatever. Fitness, health services. They need electricity, phone, and water. Okay. They don't need anything else. Got it. Phone. I guess I might as well have time go while we do this. And water. Okay. Okay, so now that that floor is done, we can get the executive club in. Okay, a bunch more cash. So, do that. I'm going to have to pay attention. The executive club, I think, needed electricity, phone, and a TV line. And they already have catering and janitorial services. So, electricity, phone, cable, all the electrical stuff. We'll put that there. And then we also need the helicopter and the helicopter service we needed for both things. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oops. There we go. Helicopter charters. And they need electricity and phone. That'll go right there. So, again, electricity, phone, and cable television for just the executive club, which goes to there. Okay. So I should be able to move in broadcasting studio now because we have the helicopter charter services. And we'll take the radio here, 8KDPG radio. So actually, they're not television. And then they would just need electricity, phone, and cable. We've got... I'm going to assume this works the same way as the loft apartments did, that you only have to get one floor connected. Okay, so now that they're in... let's see about getting another headquarters in here. And now that we have broadcasting, let's take a look at bank. So bank wanted... oh, bank's ready to go. I just swear they... no, it was government offices wanted more legal. Okay, well, I'll get a small office in here and get some... were there small offices that were legal? I actually don't remember. Well, it's not going to hurt if I put one in. It looks like bank headquarters are ready to go, and wow, they pay a lot. So they prefer upper floors, hate high traffic areas, hate noisy areas, hate smelly areas. Well, they should be fine where they are. And we'll take the one that gives me the most money, and they just need electricity and phone as far as I can tell. So we'll go ahead and do that. And that means they're already connected, right? Yep, good. All right. So legal. I'm going to go ahead and put in a small office here. Put one right there. And let's see. Yeah, legal offices right here. So these guys need electricity and phone. We'll take them. Johnny Jackson Investigations. And then once that's built, we'll see if that satisfies the government offices. If it doesn't, we can just take broadcasting or the other thing, bank. But I like having variety. How many workers does this employ? 7 and 6. In an office like this, employs 1 person. And then this, I think, is a large office. Again, I wish it would tell you that, but they employ 4, 4, 4, or 5. 5. So 5 or 4, depending. And then these are medium offices, I believe, and they're about 4. So far, I think the headquarters are probably the most space. Like, for what space they use, it's hard to say. Probably medium offices are actually a little bit better. Because they give you... yeah, they would give you 8 for probably for the same size. As a matter of fact, let's just check that. Yeah, they would give you 8 employees for the same size, probably. Okay, well, let's see. Government offices. Still need more legal offices. Okay. I don't know if they do that as a per employee basis. Like, so maybe a medium legal office would give you more, count as more legal offices overall. I'll just put another small office in here. And we'll just grab another legal office. And this should only require electricity. So we'll take the 125. We'll take Anita W. Block Ltd. And they just need electricity, so we'll get them that. we go. Now let's see if government offices will buy. Still no, huh? Well, we've already talked that medium offices are probably a little bit better space efficiency. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a... As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to put a cut in the video here because this is a good stopping point. But I think my next game plan is to put in a medium office, see if that qualifies for giving me enough legal offices. If that doesn't qualify, I'll get another one. If that doesn't qualify, I'll do another one. And we'll just keep doing it until I can get the government office in. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.